Come hang out with Kiwi and Papaya with me. This is Kiwi and Papaya. They are two-toed sloths, and sloths are one of my favorite animals, top 3 actually. For me, they're absolutely magical. You can find them in South America, up in the rainforest. They like nice, hot, and humid climates. Now, Kiwi and Papaya are two-toed sloths. Now, the reference to two-toed sloths is actually really misleading because all sloths have 3 toes. It's actually in reference to how many fingers they have. Now, there's several different species of sloth. There are two-toed sloth species, and then there is several different species of 3-toed sloth. They all range as far as conservation goes from threatened to critically endangered, especially the pygmy 3-toed sloth. Now, sloths long time ago used to be ginormous. They used to be land-walking mammals on the ground, and they're actually responsible for why we have avocados now. The sloths themselves are called frolivores, or really herbivores, but they pretty much eat on plant life out in the wild. Now in captivity, it's a little bit different. They'll actually eat produce and what we call leaf eater biscuits, as well as some roughage, browse, especially hibiscus. One of their favorite treats is actually hibiscus. Now, one really funny thing about sloths is they practice something called geophagy. And so they're geophages, meaning that they actually consume dirt. Now, in the wild, they'll naturally consume dirt because it helps with their digestion. So they're eating all these plants and all these leaves, and eventually sometimes it builds up toxicity. So they'll naturally consume dirt to help digest and pass all those toxins. Sloths are absolutely crazy magical. They spend most of their time upside down, and they can eat upside down. They even give birth upside down, but they can also eat right side up, can't you, Kiwi? Now, sloths, being that they spend most of their time upside down, they actually see right side up when they're upside down. Isn't that crazy? Can you imagine eating food, drinking water upside down? I can't. It's absolutely crazy. Now, sloths are the slowest moving mammal. So they really, why is that? They conserve a lot of energy, but they also have 20% less muscle mass than any other mammal, which makes them super slow. It also makes it very difficult for them to generate a lot of their own body heat. So they're, in some weird way, kind of almost a reptile, but they're actually really still a mammal. Look at Kiwi, she's just drooling away. That cucumber is really tasty. Now, because of their lower body mass and their muscle mass, it means that they really can't support their body weight when they're on the ground, so they don't really walk on the ground, they crawl on the ground. It looks kind of creepy, really it does. But just because they're not great at walking on the ground, they're actually really good swimmers, and they can reduce their heart rate, and they're kind of naturally positively buoyant. Sloths are great at climbing. They have super strong tendons and ligaments, so even in the wild when they pass away, sometimes they'll pass away and they'll still be hanging onto a tree. They're great at yoga, really. They're super flexible. And these guys, they have such a slow metabolism, and they have specialized bacteria that allows them to break down food, that they only go to the bathroom once a week. Now, have you ever seen a sloth ear? These guys have tiny little ears. Now, they don't have the most excellent sense of hearing, but they definitely can hear. But they have an excellent sense of smell, and they don't see that great. But two-toed sloths are actually nocturnal. Hang in there. We hope you enjoyed our segment and learned all about sloths. Look at me.